Oh.
Who are you?
I just started recording without even knowing. It just came out by muscle memory or some crap.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Still gotta set the timer and put the volume on.
Do you want me to make it? Do you want me to do it?
No, I just started it.
Fuck. Yeah, I reckon we should play the Metal Gear Solid games.
Let me remember. Wait, is that the one with Snake?
Solid Snake, yes it is.
No!
Why?
Because 5 sucked.
You played the first chapter.
And it was boring. Fine!
It's like the 9th game in the series. No, that's why I want to. Sure. Like one of us, like the Resident Evil kind of thing. That's too much work. I guess. I didn't think you would be interested in playing it though. I thought it would be a standalone thing that I'd play. Yeah.
Mic's not working.
So for the past like 20 seconds, you've just been hearing me talk to myself.
Probably. I mean, Matt, I know you've haven't seen the psychiatrist in a while. No, you haven't. I know you've been off your meds, but
right.
But calm down, okay?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just a thing that happens so often to myself. It's just like it's like I'm talking to an imaginary friend. His name's Daniel. Yeah, just happens sometimes, you know. Should probably get back on the meds.
Loser.
Sorry.
A third party? So someone besides Kokichi or Himiko?
That's just a guess, though. There's no way a third party exists.
If a third party did exist, why would they bring 2 arrows?
Kaito was the only one with a crossbow. I made sure I handed it to him.
Yes.
Kaito said he only needed 1 arrow. Clearly, he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, that's right.
So the other 2 arrows weren't for Kaito. They were for the third party to use themselves.
And that third party is?
Me. Will Bodenfield.
Kibo!
Why do you think it's Kilo?
Because he went to visit? Either
Go
that.
to visit.
Yeah, I remember.
Watched Himiko.
No, don't you remember?
No.
He was like, oh yeah,
Oh,
I saw Monokuma and
tried to-
all the exorcism crap.
Oh yeah. But he didn't actually talk to anyone. Or did he?
He said he would try to talk to Kokichi.
He tried, but he got no answer.
Either that, or it has to be Tsumugi.
I think it's Tsumugi, huh?
Tsumugi's like
I guess she hasn't
being...
like done anything.
Yeah,
Like
Tsumugi's
everyone
being
else
like...
had like something to do.
Yeah, like
they tried.
like this case... This case specifically, she's just been like... unnoticeable.
Extra plain.
Yeah,
like she's already like, you know, the joke of her character is meant to be like the most normal, boring character.
Yeah.
And now she actually is like doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. She may say like, oh yeah, every now and then.
And agree with you.
Yeah, and
but
that's
then
all.
That's it.
She doesn't even have an account, does she? No, I don't think she does. Because she sucks.
Yeah.
So the third party didn't hand the arrows through the window. Instead, they went into the hangar and shot the crossbow themselves?
Impossible. There was an alarm system and an electric barrier around the hangar.
Yeah, but what could get through
The
the
hangar should have been completely closed off, right?
Or, I don't know. Oh, it's gotta be Maki then.
Why is that?
'Cause she didn't show up with the hammer.
I don't know.
And that hammer was lying around. But why would Maki kill Kaito?
I don't know.
The evidence point towards maybe it was an accident.
I don't know.
I think that Kaito
Let's
was
see what
actually
happened.
poisoned. Maybe, like got shots,
Okay.
of course, but like everywhere he was shot wasn't really. Was he only shot in the arm? Actually,
God.
were the two other arrows?
Stop asking questions. It's so hard not to say anything.
Well, anyway, I don't think he was shot in. I feel like he wasn't shot. He was only. He wasn't shot to die. And for some reason it was shot. I don't know. Maybe Kokichi did it. Maybe there was a whole scene with just Kokichi, Kaito, and Maki, and Kaito and Kokichi are like fighting, and Maki's like poison and tried to chuck it on Kokichi, but then he grabbed Kaito and used him as a human shield and was like, no! And then that's why Maki was like, no, Kaito is dead. So everyone would, stay alive and stuff.
Wow.
Even though she's trying to pin the blame on Kokichi.
Wow.
Which contradicts what I just said.
You
You
were like,
suck.
holy shit.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. It was completely closed off. But can we confirm that? I feel like there might be another way. Some way that we haven't figured out yet. I'm overlooking something. Think! What's the question? What method did the third party use to enter the hangar?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, great. Everyone's favorite. Let's run E. So,
E. Should I know?
you don't know what this is? What's the only thing that can go through the hangar?
Electro hammer.
What's in the hangar?
Electric.
Don't you remember the only thing that could pass through it without the thing going off?
Oh, Exisal.
There you go. I remember these things, man.
Let's just hope I can remember how to spell Exisal, huh?
I see now. That's it. The Exisal. The Exisal could be used to enter the hangar.
Oh yeah, Kibo was like, oh yeah, one of them walked off, eh? And then I was like,
Yeah.
nah. And then he's like, yeah. And then we had an all-out brawl. Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah. You killed him.
Yeah, I'm actually the
We
killer.
couldn't get in
and
because of the alarm system
somehow
and the
Kibo's
electric
dead.
barrier.
The actual victim is Kibo.
It's true.
Kibo's like right
Yeah,
there.
it's just
I've
like-
got it! The actual victim is Kibo! What?
Yeah, and like Kokichi's just in Kibo's like armor.
So, he just pops out. It's a lie!
It's a lie.
But that shouldn't have been a problem for any of the Exosols, right?
Bloody Kokichi's just like everyone but myself, and they're all just like, it's a lie!
So if you wanted to enter the hangar, all you had to do was pilot an Exosol.
Yes, yes.
I saw an Exosol enter the
Bless you.
hangar last night.
There it is.
Stop, God doesn't exist.
So was this third
What?
party piloting it?
Because you said bless.
Did I?
You said bless you.
Oh yeah, I did too. So
By
it's
the
just
way,
like
I just want to confirm something with
reflex to say
Monokuma.
it. I don't even think about it.
What? What'd you say?
It's just like reflex. Like I
Yeah.
just say it and I don't even think about it.
No, you just have short-term memory loss.
Jesus!
I'm drinking Coke, so what did you expect?
I didn't know.
Would the alarm still go off if there was a person inside an exosol?
No.
Well, I wasn't trying to keep this secret, but since it's about the details of the hangar, I guess I can tell you guys. It makes sense that the alarm system and electric barrier wouldn't react to an exosol. After all, the hangar is where the exosols are supposed to be
Rest in
stored.
peace, the monocobs.
It'd be a hassle to disable the security every time an exosol comes and goes, you know? So even if someone is inside an exosol, the security system wouldn't catch them. It'd
True.
be a hassle to leave the exosol every time you have to put it away.
So it's like Shuichi said? A third party got in an exosol and entered the hangar? But can just anyone pilot an exosol?
Well, Kokichi,
It's surprisingly easy. If you use both hands, both feet, and both nipples, you can do it.
Monokuma did say they wouldn't attack.
Nipples too!
Sure.
Anyway, this third party commandeered an Exosol and infiltrated the hangar. That same person must have brought the other two arrows with them.
Yes.
I told you that's impossible.
What?
There's no way you can
Yeah.
get through security if you pilot an exosol. It's
Yeah.
not possible.
What? Not possible.
You just explained it.
Maki, what are you on about? What are you thinking? What the heck do you know? Why are you trying to hide it? Why? Why won't you tell me? Because she broke it.
if someone was
Used
piloting an
electro
exosol,
hammer.
they could have used it to
That's
enter
awesome.
the hangar.
That's not possible.
Is operating the exosol really that difficult?
It's
Do
not
we even
possible.
know how to get inside an exosol?
She just replies everything with, it's not possible.
That's not what you can do.
And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Wait.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
There's
There
no
you
way
go.
to stop an exosol.
Oh, what? Did he say
Getting
something?
inside one would have been impossible.
You're right, it's impossible.
Oh no, it had to be something that last one.
If someone was piloting
Getting
an
inside
exosol,
one would have been
they
impossible.
could have used it to enter the hangar.
Oh, I used electro
It's not
hammer.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they used it
Second
for.
last.
But like, why not use it on the
Outside the
thing?
hangar. And they were
'Cause
all
they're
moving
dumb.
too.
I was controlling them remotely. Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
There's
No way
no
to stop an
exosol.
exosol.
So
Here we go.
getting inside one would have been impossible.
You're right, it's impossible.
Oh crap, that was
Why?
it. I thought Blade.
Nice one.
Oh, I thought Kokichi said it.
Nope.
Blah blah. Matt sucks.
Sitting inside one would have been impossible.
Oh my god! Stupid white noise.
I bet you just go for the impossible and fuck the V.
No, we have to get the V, Matt. We have to get the V. God,
Exisal.
loser.
Sorry.
Still
There's no way to stop an Exisal. So getting inside one would have been impossible.
What?
What?
You're such a
I was
loser.
wrong.
You.
If someone was piloting the Exisal,
Alright,
they
then
could have used it
That's not possible.
Is operating the Exisal?
What?
what is that?
Does that go with anything?
That difficult?
Do we even know how Exisal? Outside the
Actually,
hangar,
don't know
there were
this
4
one.
Exisals. And they were all moving too.
I was controlling them remotely.
Electro hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
Maybe
No
that
way to stop
then.
an Exisal.
That's what I was
Getting
thinking.
inside would have been impossible.
You're right, it's impossible!
But like,
Piloting.
makes more sense with the other one. But you know,
Do you even know how
I guess we'll get to that later.
and they're moving too?
yeah.
I was controlling them remotely.
Mm,
Hammers weren't an option. Yesterday, all the hammers were still recharging.
I guess because he said it wasn't an option. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I didn't even get the V though.
Not all of the electro hammers were being charged.
Bro.
I know because I found one.
You know, it looks like something like a Fortnite pickaxe or something.
Dude, they'll be mad an electro hammer pickaxe. in
Yeah,
Fortnite.
they gotta bring Dongo Bongo into it. They've gotta like have a season of just anime. You know?
Dude, what if they like replace the llamas with monokumas?
Oh my god, dude. And what if they... I got nothing.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else either.
Well, they... for the building thing, they had a Monokuma pad. A monopad... Wait.
Oh, hell
Monopad.
yeah.
Either that
That'd
or
be mad.
Monokuma file.
That would be so cool.
There was a used electro hammer near Monokuma and the Exisals.
That electro hammer used by the third party? Maybe they used it to disable an Exisal.
Kind of points at Maki, doesn't it?
Yes, I think so. When I saw them last afternoon, there were 4 Exisals. But this morning, there were only 3.
I noticed that too. Was the missing Exisal taken by this third party?
Yes.
Shuichi is getting warmer. How about you say the answer right now? Who did it? Who is this third party?
Maki. The identity of the third party. The Electrohammer gives us a clue.
It's Kaito.
Let me say it already. I saw 4 Exisals at the
Always
scene
Kaito.
yesterday when I went to meet up with Kaito. This morning, when we were trying to get into the hangar, there were 3. The culprit must have used the electrohammer between yesterday afternoon and this morning. There's only one person among us that I think could do that. Yes, boys!
It's you!
Nice. Good job.
Maki,
Even though it was kind of
you're the
obvious.
third party we're looking for, aren't you?
What? It's Maki?
What are you saying?
Remember what Kokichi said.
Do I have to...
Yeah, because I don't know what we're talking about right now.
But be careful. The electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use to get an exisal, they'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it?
The electro hammer needs to be recharged for 24 hours after it runs out of battery. That hammer was used last afternoon, so it couldn't have been used this morning.
Oh, right. When we were all gathered in the dining hall this morning.
Maki, where's your electro hammer?
Don't need it. Yeah, she didn't have it.
Read it.
Why?
Just do it!
This is much better.
There you go, Matt! God. A knife? Well, I suppose you know best.
Maki was the only one without an electro hammer, wasn't she?
Knowing that, the electro hammer I found could only have belonged to Maki. And that leads me to the conclusion that Maki must be the third party. She also knows how to assemble the crossbow and could have returned it to her lab later.
You brought a different crossbow than the one Kaito had, right?
Maki took 2 arrows and her own crossbow from her lab, disabled the exisal with an electro hammer, and infiltrated the hangar. Now we just have to figure out what happened after.
I'll kill your logic.
Okay. Okay.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Why are you getting in my way?
Getting in your way? Maki, what are you...
Yes, I'm the third party.
Huh?
I admit to going into the hangar with an exisal, and then shooting the crossbow. I didn't kill anyone. I'm not the culprit!
No, she's not.
I used the electro hammer, and I used the exisal to enter the hangar too. I also shot the crossbow there. However, I'm not the culprit, because the crossbow is not the murder weapon.
The crossbow
No, it wasn't.
is not the murder weapon? What do you mean?
The arrows left holes in her clothes. Think about the locations of the wounds. They were on his arm and back. An arrow to each of those spots wouldn't result in a fatal injury.
I'll cut through your words!
Boy! What you got, boy?
It wouldn't matter where the arrow hit if it were poisoned.
Poison?
Oh, the arrow was poisoned.
Yep.
I noticed something about the poison in my lab during the investigation.
Yeah,
It's
did you,
just a
Daniel?
little less in the bottle than before.
But we haven't even reached half time yet.
I'm gonna see how close we
If
are
that
to the...
poison had been applied to those arrows, they would have been lethal, no matter where they connected.
Maki, do you have a rebuttal?
What's the matter? Why don't you say anything? Don't tell me. Are you really the culprit?
There's no way she is! 'Cause why would she kill Kaito?
I can't understand if you don't explain anything!
Maki is still fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Do you remember that Maki said she would do anything to defeat Kokichi? Maki is trying to kill Kokichi in this class trial. She wants to kill the mastermind, a remnant of despair.
Then when Maki said she would sacrifice anything, she meant...
Sacrifice us.
Mm-hmm.
The sacrifice that Maki is talking about must be all of us.
That's it! She plans to
Wow, Maki.
sacrifice all of our lives in order to kill Kokichi.
I can't believe you'd do that.
Sacrifice us?
Then, by hiding the truth, Maki was trying to get us to arrive at the wrong answer.
She tried to outsmart Shuichi. What did she expect, huh? What'd she expect?
Alright.
Just to kill Kokichi and the rest of us along with him?
Doesn't that mean that Maki's the culprit?
It would seem so.
What happened and tried to hide it from us?
What'd you say, Matt? Did you say not necessarily?
I don't know. We'll see. Just think
There's
it's better.
there's obviously more to this.
Oh yeah, it's not even half time yet.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I don't know if Maki is the culprit yet. Seems to be pointing towards her, but like,
We'll have to find out.
But that mischievous plan was ruined, all thanks to Shuichi here.
I know
Yeah,
what.
Maki, I already predicted this would happen.
What, like, people keep on losing, so why would they even... Losing to me, specifically. So why would they even, try? Try more. See how much
You
whatever.
knew all along that Maki was the culprit. That's why you've been so calm.
Look how long that a Hoge
This
is.
isn't over.
Okay,
I
never
know.
mind.
I know though. I've seen it before. Look at it! Right there!
I know! It's like the size of his head.
Yeah.
Maybe we do have the truth now, but this isn't over. We have a
Dude, this
choice
is so
to make.
weak compared
We
to
don't
his
have to
whole-
follow
Yeah, I
where
know.
the evidence leads.
How do you do that?
Huh?
With your
He's
hair?
a robot, so...
True.
Does this mean you're gonna vote for someone else, even if it's not the truth?
Kaito. Yes. Kaito.
Someone else? You mean vote incorrectly on purpose?
What did
No,
you say?
he is the killer.
Yeah, it's Kaito,
It's
bro.
always him. Believe
Kaito told
me.
me that only I would be able
Just
to
go
grasp what
with
lies
it.
beyond the truth. That means finding the truth is not enough. We need to grasp the hope just beyond it. So Maki, please tell us the truth. The truth that only you know.
So Kaito said that to you. Then, does that mean you guys made up before he died?
Oh, so you were like, no one bees mean to Shuichi and killed Kaito. I see.
Yeah,
Imagine.
when I went to see him yesterday.
I see.
And now he's dead.
Okay, I'll talk about it. Especially since it's my responsibility for involving everyone. Shuichi,
Idiot.
you're so persistent. Were you always
Ever
like
since
that?
Kaido died.
Think so? Maybe Kaito's charisma is starting to rub off.
Oh god, no.
My hair just turns like Kaito. It's like, what's going on? I just start
Stop coughing
developing.
up blood.
I start developing this accent. Like, God,
No.
what? Shuichi?
Oh,
Then,
Jesus.
what really happened?
Maki, please tell us.
Please.
And so, Maki began telling the truth. A truth that would leave us all in shock.
Don't just start
A fart.
narrating things. You're ruining the mood.
It's just like zooming in. Yeah. A truth that would leave us
That's
all in
it.
shock. Maki?
There you go.
This is more of a shock than when we discovered
it's
that
voting
everyone in
time.
Earth is bloody dead.
Well, I guess this turn of events isn't exactly boring either.
Alright, this is halftime, by the way.
Sweet.
Look at that.
Intermission.
Should we read through this?
No, why?
Okay.
Well, it's like completely irrelevant to anything.
We played for 62 hours.
Wait, how do you know that?
When you went to save, it said.
Well now,
I didn't know it says it.
It said playtime.
Jesus, 62 hours. Does that mean this is like episode 62-ish we're up to?
The flash...
Maybe. System.
Oh yeah.
Playtime.
64 hours.
Almost 65.
Jesus. It's a long game, eh?
Oh my god. Yeah, I told you.
Didn't even notice.
We're getting there though.
When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him.
See, with like Kingdom Hearts or something, that mainly like gets really high because grinding and crap. When this is just all story.
So that shit's not... Yeah.
I would have really worked their bottoms off for this. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bottom. Bottom.
Sure.
Wait. Oops, wrong thing.
The flashback light became the motive. When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him.
Dog.
I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
You were naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow.
So get this right, so what if this whole second half is just Maki explaining crap for like 2 hours?
You think?
Yeah. Oh, and then I bumped into Shuichi. And then goes into detail with that.
And then yesterday I took a shit, and then wiped my ass.
I bumped into Kokichi in the bathroom. That wasn't.
Once again.
That's when I killed him. Really. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what? I didn't. Huh?
And for some reason, Kaito was in there. That's why he ended up dead.
Yeah. I didn't kill him or anything.
Yeah.
And broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other.
What's up, Maki? Wait.
You were right.
What the heck?
Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow. Probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
What do you mean?
It's funny.
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game.
And then Kokichi takes off his mask and reveals that it's actually Kaito. It's like one of those masks from Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, man.
Like he screams and everything. Kaito?
Yeah, cool.
Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind. Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being thwarted.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good point.
He
True.
must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
Yeah, that's actually pretty clear.
What, your picture?
What?
What?
The share screens.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, so what was she trying to get out of him? Just like the sound of despair.
That's why. I needed to settle it myself. Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
Oh, okay. That explains it all.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. Anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless. That I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
What'd you replay? What?
I didn't mean to.
How'd you replay it? That was like ages ago.
I know.
What?
I didn't even mean to.
Shut up, you asshole! I
Whoa.
realized it was pointless to continue the conversation.
Calm down
so I
with the
shot
language.
the final arrow.
And it hit. Why would he do that? That's like... You're getting Maki killed here. Is he an idiot?
You're right.
Yeah, but like... Kaito's being an idiot.
True.
What?
And why didn't Kokichi die?
I don't know.
Unless they're both actually dead.
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
No, you have to suck out the poison. God.
So you didn't
Oh,
have
what
the
is this?
antidote with you at the
Fucking
time.
Danganronpa 2 territory. It's saying it.
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
Is that why she crushed him? So he wouldn't be tortured?
No.
Unless that was Wait, no, then that would have counted as killing him. Oh no.
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote!
Look at that picture.
What picture?
Just the Just what? What are you doing up there? He's like on the toilet. Marky!
Reading the newspaper.
Yeah. Why is there a window there though? I mean, it's a bathroom. If there's a window,
right?
it's one of those blurry ones, you know?
Yeah, I know.
After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window. Kaito noticed it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from me.
You idiot!
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since
Damn right.
I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
Stop!
Bloody Kaito, you should have...
I feel so much better.
You made two
Guess that's a
mistakes.
wrap.
Firstly, you got Maki killed by doing what you did. And secondly, you bloody couldn't even grab the bottle. Simple task, mate. Simple task.
Or
Just so dumb.
maybe not. Because now another class trial is going to start.
Class trial?
You'll be the Blackened for this case, you know. The Blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
What?
Aww, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse, huh?
Did he not know that it was poisoned?
I don't know.
That's a possibility, I
Maki
guess.
is gonna become the Blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Makiro. I'm not gonna die that easily.
And he
Just
died.
leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing
Just falls
game.
flat on his face.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die that easily.
He's like, I'm not gonna die that easily. Bleh.
Just explodes.
You're still full of energy, even like that.
Maybe he kills himself so Maki doesn't... I don't know.
You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got.
But
I
how
won't meddle
not?
with your plans.
No, he'd
are
have to
you-
be dead, wouldn't he?
Don't mind me. Run, Makiro. Just hurry up and run. Run. And live. You gotta live.
Well, unlucky.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife.
That's
In
what
the
the
end.
scratches were.
I couldn't.
Maybe she should have, brought the exisal out with her. Oh wait, no, she couldn't. Smash the thingy with her hammer. Same, you know?
True.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
Oh wait, no, she
Well,
already
I
used
said,
a
let me
hammer.
go fucking listen
Sma-
to me.
She should have used a bomb.
True.
Wait, no. They still had to use the hammer. Well, I don't know, bloody...
Do something.
Yeah, just
Or something.
climb
out
through the window. Yeah. Pull a hammer out there.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got this spare.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, it's all fine.
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was
Except for
closed.
Kaito taking a
I
dump.
called out,
Yeah.
but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered.
Kokichi
Not
taking a
again.
bath. I gotta stop going into people's bathrooms.
God damn it. Not again.
I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave.
I can just imagine him like with his leg up, like scrubbing his leg.
Oh yeah, same. Just smiling
That's when
and
I made
happy,
up my
and then
mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial.
But that's just dog. Cause
yeah.
do you like Kaito more than me then? Is that what you're trying to say?
Apparently.
You didn't even like me that much? Is that
Apparently.
like
In exchange for all of your lives.
So that's
Wow.
what happened.
and then she's just like, lol. And then we just all vote for blame Marky.
Yeah.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Why didn't she bring
Whoa.
her hammer anyway? And just like be like, yeah, this still has power. Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell.
Can you?
Yeah, it lights up.
Oh well, bloody charge it next time.
Yeah.
Or not that that's gonna be it
Maki
next time,
is
lol.
so scary.
True.
Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for?
Kaito.
You can vote for me, but if we do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live. Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth.
True.
This case isn't over.
Huh?
I think this may be an extended video, guys.
Thank you for telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
A hidden truth?
Yes, I'm positive.
What, that
Because
she
there's
doesn't know?
something wrong
Something
with the testimony you've given us.
because there was a time where Kokichi didn't have an alibi. The part of Maki's testimony that doesn't add up was when she went Kaito protecting Kokichi, the control panel being damaged, Maki becoming the Blackened, Kokichi drinking the internet. Oh. Crap.
Damn it!
Is
You might as well go on for something.
damn it. I don't know.
Let me tell you. Before
No.
you can lose all your health.
Kokichi drinking the antidote? No? What? Kaito protecting Kokichi? What?
Damn it!
The control panel?
That's it!
I don't. What?
Maki
see.
said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar.
And it had scratches on it?
But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the
Yeah.
shutter.
It would have gone off.
Of course. Now I just feel stupid.
Gotta remember these things, man. Even the smallest thing.
God, I'm not bloody Shuichi himself. I don't have bloody greatest
Yes, you are.
memory in bloody the world.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
I was too focused to notice at the time. But now that you mention it, it is odd.
Maybe the sensor just missed her.
Let me think of evidence. Evidence that we haven't used. Let me look. The alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. Was it disabled? For whatever reason?
The security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
And in the end, it's still Maki. That's right. There must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Finding that reason will help us find the truth, the hidden truth. Yeah. What is it? What it is? What is
I
it?
did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Oh, there. No. Oh my god.
Broken.
Oh my god.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Try to break the control.
At the time,
If you had approached,
Oh my god.
the alarm would have activated
oh.
with 100% certainty.
Wait, I don't know which one that did it on.
Damn it!
That was on 100%.
I did attempt to
Well, then
enter
maybe
the
it's
hangar,
not that.
and I tried to destroy the
No, try it again.
Oh, okay.
control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Wait, so was it on
Approach the
100?
shutter, the alarm would have activated
No.
100% certainty.
What, if you were to approach the shutter?
Damn it!
Yeah.
I did attempt and I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time,
Why would that?
Maybe
But
not.
if you had approached the shutter,
Yeah, that doesn't... Okay, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah,
Damn it!
that doesn't make a lot
I
of
did
sense,
attempt to
Matt.
enter the hangar, and I tried to destroy.
What's this? Oh, that was that. That's just... I don't see that.
Oh, okay.
You didn't get that from this, did you?
No. They just clicked it.
That wouldn't be a crossbow.
The control panel with my.
No, it wouldn't... Oh,
At
no,
the
it
time,
wouldn't
the
be
alarm system didn't go off.
but if you would approach the shutter, would have
It
activated
only
with
makes sense
100%
as that.
certainty.
Maybe it was just
It's
broken.
not that.
Really?
Perhaps
Is
it was
it
turned to a
Exus
special
was protecting Monokuma?
No.
What?
setting?
Or maybe Maki
And it's not that.
Not.
What the
is telling a
hell?
lie. Did you really try to break the control?
Oh, crossbow!
No.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, what am I saying? She would have... She would know what you did. What? Electro bomb? But that doesn't... We tried that on the day we found the killing, and we still had to use the hammer. Oh. I'm such an idiot. The bomb disabled the alarm, but didn't disable the bloody barrier.
I'm not going to take any more lives.
God, but why?
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe 100% certainty?
Maybe
Okay, I
was
see how it
broken.
is.
She'll set it.
Or
Maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with your knife? I'm not going to tell any more lies. I did attempt to enter the hangar. And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off. But if you had approached the shutter,
the alarm would have activated.
Oh my god.
Just shot.
What?
What?
maybe it was just broken.
Did he go in between the 1 and the 0?
I didn't know that was a thing, but
Me
maybe.
neither. I thought it looked like a square hitbox kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's cool.
God, is this just gonna be me failing to bloody hit it?
The alarm would have activated.
Apparently.
There we go.
There we go.
There is a way to disable the alarm system. An electro bomb would take it down.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
For some reason, Kokichi used it.
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the alarm system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then...
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
Oh crap, was it to... Oh! Wait. Was it to disable the...
You won't get it, I'm just gonna tell you.
Exisal?
No, you'll see.
Oh,
Just
I
keep
know.
going. What?
The press wasn't working.
You're on the right track.
He did it to disable the press. Remember when we went up to use the control panel? And
Yeah.
it wouldn't go back up?
It's because the power was cut off.
Oh, that's right.
But you're on the right track.
So it wouldn't sense a dead body.
Yours too.
Okay.
What?
The main objective of Kokichi using an electro bomb was disable the remote control, keep Kibo away, disable the press's safety function.
That's it!
That's what I said.
Yep.
So it
was
wouldn't
to
sense
deactivate the safety
whatever.
function on the press.
I said so it wouldn't sense the bloody the body.
Yeah, I know. I
But
didn't
that
say
only
no to it.
means that Kokichi is the murderer.
Or is it?
Deactivate the safety function?
The electro bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. If I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
All wrong.
What aspect of this case runs contrary to the new evidence?
Talking into your can.
Kato's cause of death.
That's it!
Nope. What? Okay.
Kaito's cause of death.
Idiot.
Never mind, I was
If the
thinking
electro
something
bomb was
else.
used
You'll
while
see
Maki
later.
was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison.
I was thinking too
It
far
was
ahead.
something else entirely.
Like getting crushed. Yes, the cause of death could now be... I'm guessing... Oh, it can be multiple things. It could be murder video, or it could be... Where is it? Hydraulic press.
This is it!
Yeah.
The hydraulic press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
How happy
If
would
the
Maki
safety
be
was
right
on,
now?
the press could have crushed
I know,
Kaito
right?
while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What if at the start of the trial we just guessed, and then guessed who killed him, and then we got it right?
And then everyone just wins.
Yeah.
They'll be mad.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it.
It could be him just like chucking it there to as a red herring, you know?
I don't know.
No matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
Oops. Wrong button.
Whoa.
Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death? Was Kaito's cause of death the poison arrow or the hydraulic press? Is it possible to tell? It is possible. Damn it. I just want to have hope, okay? I'm full of hope.
No.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce
I'm
any
probably
more
gonna
from
go
here
to
on
sleep
out.
in 7 minutes.
There's no way to know.
Aw,
what
so we're not gonna work on the crap.
No, I'll do that tomorrow.
It's only 9:20, Jesus. Okay, whatever.
9:23.
You know, honestly.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Don't you want to finish this first?
We won't finish this tonight.
But I said it would be an extended video.
Yeah, I know, but we won't finish it tonight.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Do you
What is
finally
this,
get it?
Nuggy stuff?
Yep, that was my plan. The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Oh
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me?
Do you want to get up at like 6 tomorrow and then finish it?
Nah, we won't finish it probably.
What? But we're past half time. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I know.
With an hour.
I don't think so.
Like, not like past the class trial, just like to get to like where the voices stop.
I don't think we will.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But by determining past half time, I'd say Okay, whatever.
The horse racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
That's Monokuma's line.
Oh, what?
You better go Kaito, I swear to God. Even though he said it's either him or Maki, but...
Hey! That's my line! I'm the one who
Hey,
decides when it's voting time!
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem.
Why did we actually vote?
Because you know who the culprit is, don't you?
Make it seem more
Just
dramatic.
like you always do.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Eh? What kind of
What did he say? This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you? Like you always do.
And is that?
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
You don't know, do you?
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either. If Monokuma doesn't know, what does that tell us about this case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it! So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Kokichi wasn't just trying to commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras, strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was. The electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma!
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the Exisals... Yes, the Exisals weren't protecting Monokuma. They were.
The 4 Exisals in the courtyard around Monokuma were attacking him? Watching? Isn't that... okay.
That's it!
That said protecting, didn't it?
They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Oh, at the time the Exisals were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an Exisal, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma. That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way, it will be fair to all the participants.
Alright, I'm gonna go now.
She didn't want to share that information.
Legit?
Because it would have linked her to the murder.
Okay. Anyway, guys,
Alright, we'll finish this tomorrow.
this is all Matt's fault.